Hey guys, so it is actually kind of late. I just finished laying the boys down. I did a face mask tonight for the first time in I don't know, since middle school, however long ago that was. Um, and I feel like I'm all like glowy kind of. I like it. But anyways, a friend had given me a sample of one that she just bought and I'm like in absolute love. It just feels so good. Anyways, this video is going to kind of be an update, rambly, just kind of feel like talking in a way. And as much as like people say that these YouTube videos help other people, they help me too. It's kind of therapeutic in a way to like talk about my feelings. In a way, it's kind of like journaling, and also in turn, hearing other people's stories and input and things like that. Um, so lately, just the last like few months, it's been so stressful. I've shared kind of a bit about all of it, not getting any support, and I think that there's some like I don't know. I think I like may have miscommunicated something. It's not that I don't. So here's the situation. When I first, um, had first moved into this place about a year ago, almost a year ago, I was or wasn't receiving child support, and I was able to perfectly stand on my own 2 feet and support the kids on my own. And then some weird job changes happened, and things kind of got a little funky. And that was around, when was that? Maybe like January-ish. I don't know. My memory's horrible. So that happened, and then I became kind of dependent on getting child support. And, I was okay. I was totally okay with it just so long as I got it. So things were fine with that. And then I I stopped receiving child support a few months ago now, and I haven't been getting it. And things have been really tight, and it's been really hard. And as I've shared with you guys, I've been kind of, looking for like a regular like full time job. Now I do have like a full time job. It's at home. It just doesn't pay what you know what I need it to pay. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I think a kid's awake. Okay, Drake was awake and he had to pee, and boy did he have to pee. So I'm glad I heard him and he didn't, just pee all over my bed. So anyhow, I don't remember exactly where I was at, but so the stress lately has been like through the roof. And I have gone on quite a few interviews, and I've gone through quite a few like interviewing processes, but you get to the point where we talk about the salary of the position, and that's usually where I have the problem. I used to make enough, but unfortunately, the position that I was in is no longer. It's been it's no longer there, so I don't know exactly. Um, so that's difficult, but I don't know. It's just a weird position. It's a weird situation. I think the stress is actually starting to wear on me a little bit, which is an interesting feeling because normally stress doesn't, I'm a very like stress free person. I'm able to just like water off a duck's back, but it's starting to kind of, I think it's starting to build more than I know. And that's hard. So, I'm hoping that, and this isn't supposed to be like a whiny, ranty vlog. I'm just, like I said, I wanted to just kind of like get all of this out. Um, it's just it's a hard situation to be in. Their, their dad, my ex, I had a comment the other day that I've got some funky hair going on. If you marry a POS, then of course he's going to be a POS. Well, he's not the person I married. And I think that that's something that a lot of people don't understand is that he changed a lot. And I ask myself all the time, and sometimes people too ask how I feel I may have contributed to the divorce and things like that. And I honestly from the bottom of my heart, I don't I don't understand why he did what he did and why he continues to do what he's doing. And I don't understand why, and I don't understand how somebody can change so much. It makes no sense to me. my biggest fault, honestly, was probably protecting him for too long. And I don't know, just like trying to hold on to something that I should have let go of sooner. I think that may have, maybe that would have been a change. Maybe if I had told other people about everything that was going on, maybe if that were the case, I would have been able to leave, but then come back. I remember, and I don't know if I've talked about this or not, probably like a week, maybe 2, 3 weeks, I don't know, after I left, my dad and I went on a hike. We were on our hike, and he said, "What do you ideally want to see happen?" So it was probably like a week or two. I said, "I hope that he gets back to normal, and this is like the wake up call that it's serious, and we're able to get back together." And things only got worse. And I'm glad I had that conversation with my dad. At the time, I was so frustrated because I just didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to just kind of like, move on from it all. I didn't want to just like constantly be discussing all of it. It was hard to do. And it was hard too because we'd moved into my parents' house. So in a way, we kind of like, I kind of welcomed their input and advice simply because, they were helping me out. So it was it was a difficult position to be in. But I'm glad that we had that conversation because it's kind of like, it's something that I do remember, and I do remember those feelings and how difficult it was to leave, even though I knew at the time that it was time that I needed to leave. And now in hindsight, I'm like, maybe I should have left when things started going bad. But I really held on to the hope of having that, ideal family and having our family be together. But, that it just didn't work out. So I don't know the point of this vlog. See, this is when I do videos like this, I'm like, what the heck am I even name it? Because it's so rambly. But I don't know. I've just been feeling kind of a little lost, just wondering what the best path is. I am going to be starting to watch The Sweetest Little Girl Ever come August, when it's like August 11th, I believe, August 11th. So I'm going to be watching her, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's definitely going to help with, some income and supplementing child support, which hopefully I do get soon. I actually just got paperwork in the mail for him to lower child support, which he's not even paying it. Like, why? What does it even matter? I mean, honestly, he's not going to pay it anyways. I'm hoping though that by going to court that he has to start paying something or start paying on the arrears, because it's really, really high. But I don't expect to ever see any of that, or to have him help with the health insurance that he's supposed to be paying for. Instead, I am. Frustrating. It's so frustrating. I don't know. It's just frustrating that he's like out living the high life. Well, what he thinks is the high life. It's not something that necessarily appeals to me, but basically just having the freedom and the money to go do whatever, whenever. It's just, it pisses me off to see that he's engaged. I don't know if I've shared that, but to see him like out on sushi dates and doing like dinners and shows and stuff when he's not giving me a dime just pisses me off. But yeah, so anyways, again, I don't want to have this be like a poor me type vlog. Maybe just more of a like, hey, there's just really, look at this, I just pulled this out of my pocket. You see this? Dirt in my pocket. I wonder where I was the last time I wore this hoodie. Awesome. It's the middle of summer, but we have a really big rainstorm right now, so it's like super cool and like actually kind of cold. Like, I'm cozied up, got like sweats on, and it's lovely. I love it, but it's kind of putting me in a like blah mood at the same time. But I do need to finish cleaning, and I have work to do tonight, so I'm gonna do that, and hopefully things start looking up. hopefully, oh, the position, the job. So kind of like a job update. The one position that outfit of the day for, um, that one, so I was basically offered one job position, but we were off by $7,000 a year. And that makes a huge difference because I have to pay for daycare and I can't afford to work if I'm not, you get it. So, that position was a no-go. And the one that I did the outfit of the day for, there was another one. Actually, I'd gone through, it was with Bank of America. And it was kind of like an accidental. I didn't mean to really apply for this position. I thought it was a marketing position, but it was the Mark It. It was late. I applied at like 2 a.m. Anyways, I went through. They have caught. I don't know if anybody's ever applied for a bank. I learned a lot. It was actually quite enlightening. But you apply, and then if they like your resume, then you go on to do like a personality type quiz, and then you do. It was for like a branch management position, and then you go on to do like a simulate like a I don't know. I don't know the best way to put it. It's like you're in your position, so you're like in the management position, and then you have an employee who's being bad and how you handle it, and then you like run a meeting and you pick all these things. Anyway, so you do that, and then you speak with somebody who is in basically just like another state, so like corporate, I believe. I'm not sure exactly where she was at. And it was an hour-long interview with her. And if she approves of you, then you move on to interview with like a local person. And then if they approve, then, you get the job. So anyways, I got to that local person, and I actually withdrew my application at that point because even at that position, it wasn't enough, it's absurd. It's so much money to have kids in daycare. Especially two, and then just to be able to afford it, it's ridiculous. But the one position that I did the outfit of the day for, I'm getting to this, I swear. She's interviewing for a few weeks, so she's actually still interviewing, and then she's calling back the people that she liked and doing a panel interview with everybody that she liked, along with the management and the department. It's a marketing position, and then from there. It's, what do you do? Oh, a writing assessment. So people do the writing assessments, and then you go back for more interviews, and then you interview again, and then she makes her selection. So it's like in like a 6-week to 2-month process just to hire for this position. So I have no idea. I didn't get the best vibe when I was in there. I got a better one and part of me is like, I should have just taken that job that was short and then gotten another job or something to supplement that $7,000 to cover daycare, because that would have been a great job. And I got the best vibe. Like, I left that interview wanting to hug her. We totally hit it off. It was great, but just wasn't enough money. I couldn't afford to do it. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm continuing to look. Part of me piecemealing, my income's a little bit better. Hopefully I start getting some sort of child support, though, just some help. Just some help, because they were both very, very much so, not that it matters, but planned children, and it would be nice if he helped a little bit, and I didn't just pick up all the slack. I'm bitter. Can you tell? I'm bitter. I'm becoming very resentful, and I'm becoming very bitter and very angry, and it's hard. It's hard to feel this way when he's just like nothing ever happened. Like, he was never married. Like, we were never together for 11 years, and he was never married for 5. And it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. So, all right. Anyways, I've rambled forever. It's the longest video I've posted in a long time. But I feel a little bit better, and I think I'm going to clean my desk. I need to go clean my desk off. It's a mess. And get myself organized a little bit. And then I gotta go to bed. I'm really tired. I'm just exhausted, mentally exhausted. So, anyways, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.